I think it was a really good game, really nice and tight. I think games that go down to the wire like that they're the best games to play in. So, really enjoyable experience, and the boys are happy with the result. I think the chat was basically we just need to be busy in the middle, we need to run really hard, try to limit the risk in terms of clearing guys on the boundary. I think John, who got 46 whatever, led the charge with that. He did a great job in that department for us. I think there was a stage definitely where we were bowling and we thought, okay, this is really going to be a tough game. We need to pull something out of the bag here. And obviously we did it, so I was happy about that. I think at the moment our main focus is our university tournament, USA, coming up 1st of December. So everything's geared towards that. And we understand the type of cricket we need to play there. So I think we're trying to replicate that in all our games and bring that energy that we need in that tournament now. I would say so, yes. I think obviously with the program we have here, guys are fitter, stronger, they're younger as well. So it definitely plays a part on the cricket field.
We are a growing team. We would have 2 guys over the age of 30. It's myself and Lazy. So the next after that is only 22 years old. So I think lack of experience is getting the better of us. But it's okay. We're winning. We will win eventually those close games because we're learning, we're developing, and all the guys going to the week they also get an opportunity for matches. But we also need to start growing very, very quickly. We still have 17-year-olds, still have 18-year-olds. We're losing big moments that are killing us at the moment. But we'll grow. We'll find a way to win more games. I think next year is going to be a big season for us. We're bound to have a lot of close games against guys who have the facilities, who have the high-class coaches, who train every day. Some of those guys are in academy sides, so only have 17, 18-year-olds who are some of them have just finished school. So I think from that point of view, we are doing a very good job. Our 2 coaches are touching base with the boys every week, trying to upskill them. So as a Kasi team with a lot of youngsters, no senior players, to put a performance like this, I think it's brilliant. We are moving in the right direction. Sooner or later, there will be different discussions about our games. Yeah, we are easily written off. So our team is batting heavy at the moment. So we rely on our batting a lot. So we're still 1 or 2 bowlers short. But when it comes to batting, we back ourselves to go the extra mile. I think in the future, we'll be getting those 350s, 360s that we're looking at because of the skill set that we have, the ability of the boys that we have. We have a very, very talented young group, one in the SA school side, some were close. So there's quite a lot of guys that are doing the right things. Mkize, one of our senior men, but he's only 22 years old. Can you imagine? If you go to any other team, they'll tell you, no, our senior players are 29, 30, 32, and so forth. But we are moving in the right direction. I think the culture we've created in the change room and out there and on the field there, it shows in the results that we're getting right now. But yeah, I know we're losing, but that's not the end of the world. We will move in the right direction very, very soon.
Look, I thought obviously we were a bit delayed this morning and we had a shortened game, which kind of brings both sides into it a lot more. But for us, I think we just needed to stretch our partnerships with the bat a little bit more. I thought we could have got 240 there, but seemingly it seemed like it was enough, the 218 or 217 that we got. Yeah, for me, it's just working through a process, and the guys need to take ownership of that process and not get too involved where you almost cloud their judgment and their abilities. I like to try and give them a bit of freedom to solve the problems themselves. In the field with the ball, I thought we didn't lack discipline, but we weren't consistent for long periods of time. We leaked the boundary ball and over, which then kind of put us under pressure. But I thought Nkosana batted beautifully. I thought Mashudu batted nicely. I think maybe a bit of fitness caught up there at the back end of the innings with the running. And then our senior guys, Captain Kieran Kroom and our Vice Captain Ryan Maritz really pulled it back together for us and then showed some true experience there at the back end. So happy to get a result, but there's definitely quite a few things that we want to work on during the week as we head out to USAs. It wasn't that easy a game. I thought, look, I understand the situation and the log and where Soweto are sitting, so every game now becomes a final for them, which obviously with us, we're somewhere near the top of the log, so it's two teams on different ends of the table. So club cricket in Joburg, you can never say that it's in the bag. I think we've got to play consistent, good cricket to get over the line in games like this. So yeah, I thought they were very competitive. Respect to the work that Minnaar and Grant are doing with the guys and the whole executive at Soweto, because these young players that are in that team are going to be players for the future in the Lions system. So really excited to see them play as well as they did against, what you would say on paper is a decent outfit, but cricket's played between bat and ball, not on paper. Yeah, preparation's been good. This week has been simulation week for us. We've played the Lions Colts 3 times. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we beat them. Again, we had a close game on Tuesday, which I think prepared the guys for these moments. And then on Wednesday, it was a little bit easier. We chased with 30 balls to go. And then yesterday, we didn't bowl really well. We conceded 350, which kind of showed a little bit again today, that lack of experience and consistency with the ball. But I know the guys try hard. So we've been good. We've got a week now to do last-minute touch-ups, some top-ups, and make sure everyone's in a good space and feeling good about their games and go out and enjoy the experience at the tournament. Yeah, we've had a few injuries. We've had to change our side drastically in the last sort of 2 weeks, for Usas especially. But the players have responded, the guys that have been replacements and come up. Totlon Chabaleng was one that replaced Lesedi Mailula, and he came in today and he batted really, really nicely up front. I thought his energy was good, and he's a first year, so he's got a lot to learn. But he had a lot of courage. We had Linda fall sick late last night. Our normal wicketkeeper bats number 3. And Sia Dube, who's in grade 10 at Parktown, did really, really well. The work that Coach Togozani is doing at Parktown, we've got quite a few of those boys in our club structure, just learning their game. So yeah, injuries will happen, but it's the key is working with the guys that are on the fringes to make sure that they are ready for their opportunity. And I think they've stepped up and they've performed and they've contributed to the success.
Okay, I think it's more mixed emotions. The boys did a lot of good work. It's been a long process to get to the point that we are at. There's been a lot of work that has gone behind the scene in creating the environment, creating the structure. I think I've only been in the position for about 2 months, 3 months, and to see things starting to come together. Right? Normally you wouldn't expect a close game between UJ and Soweto. I think UJ, they're currently number 1 or number 2 on the log, and we are second from the bottom. But we are starting to believe in what we have and stuff like that. So for me, I think I'm just happy with how we went about our business more than the actual loss. I think it hurts because we basically gave it to them. They bowled well. I think they finished off. It's just a game of small margins. So I think with how they finished off, that was the difference between the two teams. Them executing their skills and just doing the basic stuff. I think with us, we get into spaces and environments and we find ourselves trying too much. I think the guys just need to stop believing a bit more in terms of they're good enough and they don't need to try and do too much. And I think that's where we lost the game. But other than that, I'm really happy with the effort. I mean, most of our blueprints that we have within the things that we want to achieve, they were ticked off. It's just a game of small margins. It could have gone either way, to be honest. But all of our youngsters that we backed, they're starting to show up, and that's really nice. That's really nice. But I'm hoping that we finish off the season quite well, and then we take a bit of learnings from this kind of game. And it's the second time that it's happening now in 3 weeks. Whereby you've been in a position to win a game and you just lose it.